everyone, I wanted to do a quick video tutorial for you on a couple of elements in this card. I'll put them in two separate videos. This is a card that's available on my blog, or the tutorial for is available on my blog. And basically it's a gatefolded triple easel card, is what I'm calling it. Nice long name for a pretty small card. But this is what it looks like when you open it up. It's got a middle panel. It's got two side panels that easel out. That's two of the triple easel part of it, and the third part of the triple easel is this main panel here that comes down and easels up. And it's always difficult to see easel cards from above. If I can sort of just lift it slightly, it's kind of, that's what it looks like, I guess. So this video is really about getting this Ric Rac here that I've used for the stopper. Now, I don't know how best to show you, but basically it's dimensioned up there, you can sort of see, but it's a bit of folded Ric Rac here that I'm using as the little sort of decorative stopper piece for that middle easel, and I want to show you how easy it is to create. Now this is something that's that I've seen other people do with pencil and paper and scissors and ruler, and that drives me nuts. So with our lovely new Stampin Trimmer, you can make Ric Rac really simply and really quickly, and I want to show you how. So you don't need pencils and paper, the trimmer does it all for you. So for this particular card, I've started with a piece of DSP that's 4 inches long by 1 inch wide. And essentially all we're going to do is make 1/2 inch cut marks from the bottom and top of the narrow edge of the DSP at 1 inch increments at spacing across, and I'll show you how we do it. Now for those in America that have got the inch marks on their clear guide here, it's quite simple. You can just line up the middle of your cutting blade, which is the darker one, with the 1/2 inch mark on your guide here every time. That's your reference point. For us in Oz, it has it in centimetres, which drives me a little bit crazy, but I've worked out that it's actually 0.7 of a centimetre will get me the same effect as using the 1/2 inch mark. So tip for Aussies, use your 0.7 centimetres and you'll get the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put that DSP in starting at the 1/2 inch mark. So end of the paper at the 1/2 inch mark. What I do is I position my cutting blade using the little arrow that's on the tip there, exactly where I want it before I start cutting. Now I'm going to do this and hopefully not put my big head in the way. Oh, it's not 0.7. Ignore me, Aussie girls, it's 1.2. Sorry. Crikeys, I don't even know my mark. Sorry, 1.2 girls, Aussie girls on your centimetres here. 1/2 inch is what it is exactly. You can tell I can do the inches centimetres conversion very well, can't you? US girls, it's 1/2 inch. Aussies, it's 1.2 centimetres. So with the 1/2 inch mark lined up to the end of our DSP, in the blade on the 1/2 inch or 1.2 centimetres, you're going to pop your cutting guide down, hold it in place, push on your cutting blade and go towards the top and make a cut from that center line to the top. Then you're going to take your paper and you're going to go to the 1 inch mark. Now I know I said we're going to make cuts every inch on one side, but the alternate cut every 1/2 inch is on the opposite side. So if you go out to the 1 inch mark, go back to that middle point again, half an inch or 1.2 for Aussies. Put it back in, and this time instead of cutting up, we're going to cut down. So open your blade back up, move to 1.5 inches. Now this is exactly 1 inch from that very first line we made on that side. Go back to your 1/2 inch mark, 1.2 centimetres, in again and up to the top. Move across to the next 1/2 inch. I think you kind of get what I'm doing here, girls, now. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so every 1/2 inch you're going to do either a cut up or a cut down. Yeah, like that, and you just keep going. Now you don't have to do 4 inches, you could do as long as you wanted to. Just make sure it's in whole numbers though, guys, otherwise it does your head in if you're trying to do it odd numbers. If you only need a piece of cardstock or a piece of Ric Rac that's 3 5/8 of an inch long, for example, just do it to 4 inches so that you get your spacings all right, and then just trim it to the size that you want after you've made your Ric Rac, otherwise it will do your head in. Okay, so that's the last one there, guys. And what you're left with is a piece of paper that has got cut marks. I'll see if I can twist it a bit and show you. So basically they're opposite each other, so you can see they're every inch. See, that's an inch block there, and they're an inch block here, but the cuts are halfway between the top row, like that. Okay, so really super fast and super easy to do with our Stampin' Trimmer. And then all you've got to do is everywhere there's a cut mark, you're going to take that cut edge and you're going to fold it so that that cut edge runs along an imaginary, I guess, middle line there. So imagining this would be the halfway long line down here. So you're just going to go everywhere you've got a cut line, you're going to fold it to that imaginary middle line. And use your bone folder to give those crease marks a nice crisp edge. And you'll start to see, as you cruise along, you'll have these cute little triangles that form. And it's so easy to do, and it's a little bit addictive. If you like to do the paper folding stuff, this will be something that you'll really enjoy doing. And I know we can make Ric Rac with our dies, which is great, but this is just another way to do it if you don't own a big shot. But you have a trimmer, you can make Ric Rac still. Okay, so I'll just show you this one edge. And you keep folding those cut lines down to that center point. Okay, so you've done one edge like that. And of course, when you turn it around to the other side, it's going to be the absolute, and we're treating the ends as cut edges too. Sorry guys, I didn't tell you that. Surprise, the ends are cut edges as well. So you're going to fold them down to that midline. That's where a bone folder comes in handy. I'm folding them down like that. So now you're getting the points in the opposite direction. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this and you'll see what I've got at the end. Okay guys, so that's with all the folding done. So you've got Ric Rac. If you turn it over the other side though, oh, look how pretty that looks. And like I was saying guys, I need a piece for the card that I did that's only about 3 7/8 inches long, but I've made it 4 inches because it's easy just to come along and trim off equal amounts from each end until so that it keeps my pattern nice and even, and you don't have to remember any other measurements. You can either use Tombow to glue those down if you want to, but in the case of the easel cards, I just put dimensionals on them and that holds it up and in place. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy making yourself some Ric Rac using the new Stampin' Trimmer.